Hey guys, it's Lily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a foundation review on the new Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation. I went and got shade matched today at Sephora, so I have my color, but they didn't have it in stock, so I have a really little sample with my little bag. She said that some Sephoras have them in right now, but they don't have all the colors, so I just got a sample, and she actually color matched me to a different one than I was gonna order on the Sephora app, so yeah, that just shows how good I am at matching my foundation. Makeup Forever is kind of weird. It only has neutral and red, it has yellow and red undertones, and so I'm usually a neutral undertone, so I didn't really know what to go for, but the girl at Sephora matched me to a red undertone, and so I am the shade R230, and the R just stands for red undertone. And so this foundation is supposed to be full coverage, and it's supposed to be a matte finish, and so that's really all I know about it. And I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it for you and tell you guys what my first impressions are. I have both a Morphe 439 brush and my giant Beautyblender, so we'll do half and half. And I will prime my face because I prime my face every day, so I may as well do the same thing that I would do with any foundation. And then I'll finish the rest of my makeup and I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. And then I'll probably check in a few hours. It's after work right now. It's like 5:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. First, like always, I'm going to use the NYX Matte Finish Spray. Has a lot of words on it. Alright, and then I'm just going to get my primer out. I'm going to use the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer, because I do have really oily skin, as I should have mentioned earlier. And so yeah, I usually do tend to go for matte foundations, and I don't need full coverage. I just like to cover redness, but it's just easier for me to get full coverage foundations and use less if I need to than try and get like a light coverage and build it up. And also let me know how the lighting and the camera looks. I got a new camera today and I'm in my bathroom, so just let me know how it looks. Okay, so this is starting with the primer, and I'll put a little bit of the LA Girl Pro Conceal Green Primer on, just so this is usually how I wear my makeup, so I may as well do it the same. That was a lot that came out. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. Wow, okay. That was a lot. And then I just use the Beautyblender to blend it in, and I have my Jeffree Star mirror here with me, so if you see me looking at something, that's what it is. And then I'll just blend this in. Like I said in my last video, this is the only green primer that I feel like actually does anything for my skin, so that's why I use it. Alright. Okay. So like I said, I have the color R230 and I hope it matches. She gave me a huge sample, so if this works, I'll probably just end up buying it because it sounded like a really good foundation. Okay, so first I guess I'm just gonna take a little bit and dot it around my face. That was way too much. It's really thick feeling, like super thick, which maybe makes me think that I'm using too much. We'll start with the brush side, but I might need more or less. Let's see. Okay. It smells a lot like sunscreen, but also like fresh herbs. Okay, wow, yeah, that's not as full coverage as I thought. It's not really blending into anything. Huh. And it looks like it's drying really, really fast. Let's see if the forehead's any better. Yeah, it seems to be drying really, really fast, which isn't uncommon for a matte foundation. That's pretty normal. Okay, so that's one very light layer with the brush. I don't know if you're able to see. It looks like it's washing me out a little bit. I wish I didn't have so many of those lights. Let me see if I can zoom. Let's practice the zoom. You can see the pores. Yeah. Let me go, oh gosh. Yeah, it didn't really cover much. You can still see a lot of redness right there. You can still see like my freckles and my moles and stuff. So I'll put another layer. You never know how much to use at first. It's just so thick, like I can't believe that didn't cover everything. The forehead is definitely okay. I definitely put enough up there. And I really like this brush because you can just sort of do like buffing motions and it really doesn't soak up any of the product. It just sort of puts it where it needs to be and it does a really good job blending. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Let's see. I think it looks really, really good so far. It's not settling into any of my pores. Let's zoom in again. If you can see, it's not really accentuating any of my pores. It did a really nice job covering the redness. Yeah, I think it looks great. That's a little birthmark I have. I should probably see if something's full coverage by measuring if it can cover that, but it doesn't really bother me. I kind of like the way it looks anyway. Okay, so that's one side with and one side without. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn down these lights somehow. But let's try the Beautyblender side. Okay. This is not, like, it doesn't feel great going on your skin. Like, it feels very heavy. Yeah, it's pretty much all I can say. And it just, like, doesn't feel great on your finger. It feels like it's just super thick. And I expect the Beautyblender side to absorb a lot more than the brush side, obviously. There's a hair on my face. I love this giant Beautyblender, Real Technique sponge. Everybody should have it. It literally makes blending stuff out so much easier because it's so big. I don't know why it's doing such a good job blending on my forehead. Maybe I'm just putting way too much up there. Okay. Just kind of smooth everything out. To me, right now, both sides look exactly the same. I'll go ahead and zoom you guys in. It's not accentuating my pores anymore on these on the Beauty Sponge side, and they just sort of look the same. If I had to pick, let's see. I really cannot tell a difference at all. Maybe the Beautyblender side, oh gosh, the sponge side, just because it's giving my face a little bit more life than the brush side because there is the moisture in the sponge. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. I really like it. It looks really good, I think. My only thing is, I don't know if it's going to look a little bit cakey throughout the day because it is so thick. But I really like it so far. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup off camera and I'll talk to you guys when I'm done. Hey guys, I'm back. I totally don't remember what time. I think 5:30, so it's 6 o'clock right now. So it's been about 30 minutes that I've had the foundation on and I just finished up my makeup a little bit, threw on sort of a bronzy eye, and this lip is Whirl by MAC. I'm pretty sure it's Whirl. First impressions, I absolutely love this foundation. It's matte, but it's not sinking into my lines like, I mean, most foundations would be doing by now. It looks pretty natural. It doesn't look cakey, I guess that's what I mean, even though it is, I would say, like medium to full coverage, definitely. I think this would definitely last all day. I think it would be a good one for summer. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get any dew out of this unless you use some kind of luminizing primer or like a dewy skin mist over the top, but I think for oily people this is a great product. I think it will keep you matte, but I'll definitely check in a few hours and see how it's going. But as of now, I can zoom in a little bit. You can see that it's just not, it's not oily, it's not sinking into my pores, looks pretty good everywhere. I really like it so far, and I'm really gotta learn which way zoom and which way zoom out. Yeah, so I will check in a little bit, but so far I think it looks absolutely great. I'm just checking out this highlight, it looks really good. It's a Morphe highlight, I think it's called Shock or something. Okay, so I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Yeah, I love it so far. Just checking in, it's 7 o'clock right now, so the foundation's been on for almost 2 hours, and I still think it looks really good. It's a little bit shiny on my forehead, but nothing that I would powder or use a shine sheet for yet. It hasn't really sunk in my lines as bad as some of my other foundations do, and I still think it looks really good. I think she color matched me really well. I'm a little tan right now, so I think she did a really good job, and I think it looks really good, but I'll check in later. Okay, bye. Hey guys, just doing a final check-in on the foundation review. I think it's about 8:30 right now, and I just want to take my makeup off and lay down, so I thought I would check in one last time. I think this foundation looks absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can tell, it's been almost like 3 hours, and it looks just great. It's not oily, it's not shiny. I didn't even set it with that much powder, and it still looks great. It definitely has not settled into fine lines as much as most of my foundations do, but I also haven't been like talking and chatting that much, so I don't know. I'll probably wear it to work tomorrow, and then I'll let you guys know in the description box or what like my final thoughts are about it. But so far I completely love it. I think I'll have to get a lighter shade for like the winter months, but I think for summer this tanner shade is really nice. Yeah, I mean, it just looks great. I really love it. I can't wait to wear it more. It's not cakey, it's not oily at all, it doesn't really feel heavy, I can't really feel it on my skin, and I think even if I did, I could just like touch it up with some like Fix Plus or primer water and it would just like refresh it. I just think it looks really good so far, and I'm really pleased with it. I would definitely, yeah, give this foundation a thumbs up. It's the Makeup Forever, I have it right here, it's the Matte Velvet Skin. It's their newest foundation, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know if it's a reformulation of their old Velvet Skin foundation, but I don't know if I tried that one, but I definitely love this one, and I'll continue to use it. Yeah, I think it's just a really good choice for, you know, like oily skin in the summer. And there's like a ton of shades. It has a huge shade range. I should have mentioned how many, but like I said, it is kind of weird that they only have like the red and yellow undertones, but I don't know, just go for it. Guess what you think works best for you. I'm sure as the foundation gets more popular, there'll be like swatches online. I couldn't really find any, which is why I went to Sephora to try and see if they had the shade that I thought I was, but I ended up not being. But that's okay. It looks great, and I went out in the sunlight when I went and had dinner, and oop, my cat. She's really intrigued by the camcorder. This is Georgie. It's okay. Yeah, so I went out in the sunlight, it looked good. Yeah, I'm just really happy with it, and I would definitely recommend this foundation to anybody who has oily skin. Dry skin, I think it would be way too dry. I have some dry patches on my nose, and this isn't clinging to them, but I would just worry about people with dry skin. Yeah, so I think that's it. This is totally approved by me. I love this foundation, and I'm gonna take it off and go to bed. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you in my next video. Bye!